Hello everyone and welcome to Galactic Sun Energy Readings. It's Tash here at Galactic Sun Energy Readings. Welcome. It's been a while since I've been on to do a video. I've had some difficulties in my life, as some of you might know about, and I've had some technical difficulties. My camera's working again now, so hopefully that'll remain. So I'm back today just in time for the 11:11. My camera's been working for about a week, but I've been pretty busy. Flat out, in fact. So I've just come in time to do the reading for you on the 11:11 portal. Now, obviously, today's Remembrance Day, Armistice Day, where we look back and we see the horror that has been, and we say, you know, that can never happen again. And of course, it is happening. It is happening in the world at large. And that's really difficult to deal with, I feel, because we feel like we want to create a new world, and where's this new world? And the new world is here, but the old world is making such a lot of us leaving. This is actually the second take of this I've done as well. Let me just explain that. So I've just done you a reading. It was great, but my sound was off, and also my neighbour had massive kick off a couple of times through it. So this is my second attempt. Okay, so bear with me if there are any disturbances throughout the video. If you've not tuned in before, hello and welcome. Please hit me up with a like, share and a subscribe. This is a bit different, this tarot reading. It's a collective tarot reading. You don't need to be a particular star sign. It's not looking at a particular area of life. We just look at whatever comes up. We just look at the energy we're in right now. So as I say, we're in 11:11. 11:11, of course, as well, is a powerful portal, and it's a powerful portal for change. Okay, so let's look at what we're changing and what we're bringing through this portal at this time. We're in double Scorpio energy, and what I mean by that is we're still in the sign of Scorpio. We're still in the season of Scorpio. We're still in Scorpio season. But also the moon, so the sun is in Scorpio, but also the moon is in Scorpio over the next few days. So that's super deep dive emotionally, okay? Interestingly as well, Scorpio rules over death, amongst other things, death and rebirth. And of course we do look back at, like I say, remembering those who served, remembering those who gave their lives in the wars at this time, and that's very Scorpio, okay? So all that being said, I'm going to call in the highest vibe, as we do with Galactic Sun, nothing but the highest vibration of love and compassion, nothing but the very highest vibration of love and compassion into this reading today for ourselves, the wonderful planet we live on, which supports us and supports all of life, which is a living being in itself, for Mother Gaia, for the universe at large, for our galactic family, our star family, okay, for humanity at this time, for humanity, for all of the nations of this beautiful planet, for all of the nations of this beautiful planet to come together as one family, to unite, okay, to heal, to recognise that there's no separation, that we are one, for all of the beautiful plants and animal life that are living on this planet, that are our teachers and our guides, nothing but the highest vibration of love and compassion. So it is. If you can hear any random noises in the background, you're not familiar with my channel, I've got two dogs here. One's a collie dog, you just heard him shake his beautiful coat over, called Mr. Murray. And there's a cheeky little chappy who's a little Jack Russell, called Mr. Milo. And he'll probably make his presence felt at some point as well. So all that being said, my loves, I'm just going to go in with this fabulous new tarot deck. Not used it on the channel before, and I've only used it a minimal amount myself. It's a brand new one for me. It's absolutely beautiful. It's called the Ravenous Dragon Tarot. Okay, it features a raven and a dragon. It's their journey, tarot journey throughout. It's absolutely enchanting and magical and beautiful. I will be referring to the book because it does have like a magical way of telling the story of tarot. Which is quite unique throughout, so I will be referring to the book a couple of times, as this is just like a new thing as well. I want to share that with you. So let's see what's coming in with this beautiful energy. Starts off Now, in case you're not familiar, as I say, this is a collective reading. You might find that a lot of the messages that come up really hit you for 6 on your personal life and do apply to your personal life quite specifically. You might find that they don't. You might just enjoy the healing energy of being in this space with me where you are completely safe and protected. Okay. It's what I call a microcosm, macrocosm reading. So what I mean by that is that whatever we're healing in our daily, wherever we're healing in our lives, okay, in our personal story, we're also healing that for the collective. Okay, that has a knock-on effect, and in the macrocosm, in the collective, on a bigger scale than you can ever know. All right, it's divided into 4 parts. It's what I call my element spread, and the first section there represents air, and that represents our thoughts, mental processes. Sorry, can I just have one, please? Just go again on that. Thoughts, mental processes, and how we're doing with all that. The second one represents water, and that's our emotional state and our heart and how we're feeling about everything. The third one represents fire, and that's our passion, our creativity, and our willpower and our drive, and how we're getting things done and how we're changing things, okay? And the fourth one represents earth, and that'll be how we're actually manifesting, what we're actually manifesting on the earth plane, on the day-to-day, through the lessons of these, okay? So I hope that makes sense. It'll make more sense as we go along if you stick with me. Okay, just one more card, please, for the element of it. Okay, that one. All right. Beautiful new cards, as I say. So excited to share them with you. Absolutely in love with them. Right, let's see what we got. Put my glasses on. Oh, we've got the world. I love that. We've got the world. Oh, wow. Oh, wow, look at that. Okay, so we've got, I mean, this is what I'm saying. 1111 is a pretty powerful portal. It's for the whole planet to shift. It's for the whole consciousness to shift. Okay, it's about humanity. 1111 is very, very powerful portal for humanity. And there we've got our beautiful planet. There is humanity. There it that. And of course, the world energy in tarot does speak of a portal, does speak of stepping through, ending one cycle and beginning a brand new cycle. So it's very, very, very important energy for 1111. We are actually ending a cycle and beginning a new cycle for the whole of humanity. Okay, and the fact that it's come up in our area of air mental health, that's something that we know. We know that. We understand that now. Logic is showing us that now, okay? That we are entering a time where we can create a new world, where we've got tools that we didn't have before, where we've got understanding and insight that we didn't have before when all these wars were being spun. Now we know different, now we know better, now we can create new. That's really powerful. In our emotional life, we've got a tower. Now, a tower is often seen as a heart, you know, it's quite a gloom and doom sort of card, if I could put it like that. However, yes, it's not an easy card. It's a difficult card. It's showing us that we need to let go of something, that something's become outworn and is crumbling and is falling down and just doesn't work anymore. It's something that we're coming to terms with emotionally, for it to come up in this area of water, of our emotions. So we're coming to terms with the fact that we need to let go of the old structures. The old structures are falling down. The old structures are falling away. The old ways of doing things for this planet and for humanity are falling away. The control, the fear, it's all falling away, and emotionally, and that has been difficult. We're coming to really understand that. Those are two major tarot energies to come out together like that for a collective reading, the world and the tower. Humanity's going through a portal. We've ended one cycle, we're starting another, and we know in our emotions, we feel it, we feel it's time to let go of the old world. We've got to let go of that old to bring in the new. And yeah, it's scary, and yeah, it's difficult, and yeah, it's messy, but it absolutely brings about the new also. The next one we got in the area of fire is the 8 of Wands. Love the 8 of Wands. It's very often about communication of all kinds, okay? It often as well, in any reading, it speeds up the process. So feel like, although we feel stuck and we feel blocked and we look around and we go, yeah, but everybody's remembering 11/11, let's not go, lest we forget and everything and go back to horrible circumstances of war. But yet there is horrible war happening on the planet right now. But the fact that we are acknowledging, area of air, that we're stepping through a portal and we're creating a new world, the fact that we are feeling water, feeling ready to let go of the old in order to bring in the new, is going to speed up the process creatively fire, okay, of how we do that and how we move forward. It's often about communication as well, and I feel like part of how we are accessing this change, this new way of creating a new, doing away with the old, bringing in the new world there, is by communicating. All sorts of communication. You might find psychically communicating better. You might find you communicating better with your spirit guides, with your higher self, with your monad, or whatever you prefer to think of, okay? You might find you communicating with other people better. You might find you just want to communicate to your community at large how you feel about these things, instead of sort of like keeping quiet about it and worrying about upsetting people or stepping on their toes. You're actually speaking up and saying, no, that's not on. No, this is causing separation. That is causing division. And no, I'm not down with this. And no, I'm not down with that, So it can be all those sorts of things. But I feel like on a collective, this is more about our guides and spirit itself actually starting to communicate with us on a much deeper level. And I feel like a lot of us are getting signs, signals and messages from spirit thick and fast. Sometimes it can make you feel quite heady. And it can be a little bit overwhelming that communication is coming from spirit thick and fast, that we need to move forward. We need to use our creativity and our passion to move forward and birth this new earth. Okay. King of Wands. Funny enough, King of Wands is all about acting out of passion. King of Wands acts entirely out of passion. He understands his passions, and that's what he allows to fuel him forward to create. Very, very creative energy, and he moves forward dynamically to create out of passion. So that's what we're going to be doing once we've integrated this, and that's what I feel, this is where we're at on this 11/11 portal. So we're integrating, we know we've ended a cycle and we're at a portal and we're creating a new world. Literally, that image is just wow, yeah. We feel ready to let go of the old, even though that's going to be pretty dramatic and messy and whatever, so as we can birth the new. We're communicating with each other, with higher self, with spirit, with source. And through all of that, that's going to enable us to move forward and create quite boldly in that fashion of the King of Wands. I'm going to just read the world. I can't do them all because we wouldn't have time, but I'm going to read from the book, The World, because this little book is absolutely magical. It's as magical as the cards, the way it's been written is absolutely beautiful. So let's have a look what the World one says. Just been prompted to that. Okay. There it is. Okay. Through the chaos of the universe, Ravenous and Drakon strove to find a way to reunite their worlds. In each meeting, they found that they had each grown in confidence, purpose, and appreciation. They continued to improve their personal lives and brought inspiration to their lives, the best versions of themselves. The world reminds us that everything is going to come together in the most amazing and supportive of manners. As you develop a clear purpose in what you desire to attain, it becomes easier to form a successful plan. Take time and write down exactly what you want to change in your life or what purpose you wish to work towards. Our dreams and goals do not simply happen because we wish them, but because we are willing to put in the work to give them the best chance of success. This card indicates that you have the energy required to follow through with your desires, which then grows your confidence. Exactly. So it's like I said at the beginning, that's microcosm, macrocosm stuff. The characters in this tarot set, the Raven and the Dragon, they've known what they've got to do to improve themselves on a personal level, and they understand that what they've done to improve their lives and become the best versions of themselves on a personal level is affecting everything else, okay? And we can also say, oh yeah, well, I wish there was peace on earth. Oh yeah, well, I wish things were different. Well, yeah, I'd like to see a new world where people are, you know, acting as one human family and whatever. But we have to be taking the actions to do those things as well. We have to be showing spirit that we are ready for unity. And how do we show spirit that we are ready for unity is by dissolving and transmuting the conflict within ourselves, within our own lives, and then seeing it being transmuted in the community at large. Love that. Oh, it's beautiful. Okay. The next one I've got for you, my loves, another brand new, and this is a brand new tarot set. I got it yesterday. It's an Egyptian tarot. I wanted an Egyptian tarot for some time. So, perfect time to bring in all this powerful energy. So we've got the energy of the dragons here. Now we've got the energy of ancient Egypt. Why not? Okay. Okay. Just flipped over. Okay, perfect. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 flipped over together. I'll take that. Okay. Okay, the first one we've got, I believe that's a page of rods. I believe it is. Yeah, a page of rods, my loves. So we've got a page of rods coming in the area to support the world energy, to support how we're thinking, how we're feeling, what our mental health's up to. And of course, the page of rods is all about good news. It's not just good news, it's like the best news. It's the news that really puts a smile on your face. It's the news that we're all waiting to hear, or we're all waiting to receive, okay, that we can move forward beneficially with. It's about joy. It's often about children as well, and just the joy of children being happy, or spending more time with children and making children happy. And of course, what better way to make children happy than to be really consciously creating a new world that we're living in? What better way to show love is there than that, really, on a deep level, you know? Interesting that page is writing something down, I feel, as well. It's often about communication, like I say. So the page of rods, as we know, is often about a message, communication coming forward, but that world energy did say about writing things down as well. That when I read it from the book, it said, you know, sometimes you have to like make a plan and write things down to manifest. So that might be something important that's going on for you right now. You might be manifesting by writing things down. You might be doing vision board. You might be writing down your dream interpretation, or doing some similar practice or something that involves writing. Might be important to you right now. This will be good for you on a mental level, I feel, as well. It'll help you create new synapses and improve your brain's power and all of that kind of thing. I don't know where that's coming in, but it is, and it's important for somebody. Okay. Communication, good news. Excellent news, excellent news. We know it's excellent news. We know it's good news. We're waiting for it. And although there is a lot of bad news around, although there is a lot of drama in the world, like we say, we're looking also always for the good. We're also always looking out for the good. You can submerge yourself in all of the horror and all of the gloom and doom that's going on, or you can look out for the good. You can look out for that one really nice story and immerse yourself in that. By doing that, you will increase the energy of that in the world. Okay. What we think about, we bring about. So by focusing on the positive news that's coming in, it's going to bring us about more of the positive news. Okay, my loves. The next one, to support the tower, we've got 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Okay. It's got the 2 beautiful, just taking in the energy of it there. Okay. Now with that, supporting the tower, to me that's like, the tower can feel really dramatic. Like I say, the tower can feel really messy, dramatic, and like something you don't want to face, because it can make you feel left out in the cold, because in between a tower falling down and finding somewhere new, what, where, when. But the five of Pentacles shows us that although we feel left out in the cold, and although we feel a bit broken and a bit bruised at this time, there is refuge for us, there is hope for us, and there is somewhere we can turn and find that help. okay? Traditionally, it'll feature somebody out in the snow or the bad weather, and they might be on crutches or looking in a bad way, and they're feeling very sorry for themselves, and in the background there'll be like a church window or a cosy looking building window or something where they could go in there, but they haven't even seen it yet. So it's like, yeah, it's difficult, and emotionally we feel ready to move away from the old structures, the old world, what's not working anymore, and the old structures maybe within our own lives or that we've created ourselves. We feel ready to move away from all of that, okay? But it is scary, and we feel like, where are we going to turn for sanctuary during this time? But this is reassuring us. The sanctuary absolutely is there. We've got the Eye of Ra there overlooking us, protecting us. It's symbol of divine feminine again. Looking over us and protecting us always, okay? There is always somewhere you can turn. There is also always somewhere you can go, and even when you feel like there isn't, you are still being guided, nurtured and blessed. Yes, you are. Okay. The next one coming in is a Seven of Pentacles. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. Sometimes you feel like you're working hard. It's time to take stock. This is an energy of you've been working hard. It's coming up in our passions of creativity and our drive and how we're getting things done. And it's like, yeah, we have been working hard, because processing all this, birthing a new world, okay, leaving behind a crumbling tower, that's hard work. And it's a time for reevaluation creatively. Creatively, from your fire, this is a time of reevaluating where we're up to, what we've done, how much we've gained, and how much we can nurture forward for the future. So it's like looking at a harvest, taking some of that harvest, leaving some to grow, and sort of manage. It's like a bit of management comes into it, and it's like, that's where we're at. That's what the 11:11 perhaps is about for a lot of us, is like reevaluation, seeing where we're up to, seeing where we're going, seeing what works, what doesn't, and moving forward. Looking at what we can nurture, and not just that, not just looking at the good stuff, looking at the bad stuff too, because otherwise we'd be spiritual bypassing. So looking at the bad stuff too, looking at what's gone wrong as well as what's gone right, and integrating all of that to be able to move forward, to create a much better future. It's no good not looking at what went wrong. We've got to look at it. We have to look at it sometimes, and 11:11 brings that home to us. It really brings it home to us, the horror of war, the horror and despair that we've created in the past. We've got to look at that sometimes, and when we look at that, it's about not wallowing in it or creating more of it. It's about actually looking at it so as we don't create more of that, okay? We can't do much about what's happening right now, but we can make sure that we are not creating more conflict in the way that we are carrying on, in the way that we are treating conflict situations that are coming towards us and things like that. Okay. The next one we've got is another discs energy. So a lot of earth energies come up in this reading. And we have got a 6 of discs. Okay. So 6 of discs is lovely. 6 of discs is I'm open to receive, I'm open to give. As much as I'm open to give, I'm able to receive, and as much as I'm able to receive, I'm able to give. So, excuse me. Just take a breath. So, you can only give as much as you're able to receive, and you can only receive as much as you're able to give. So it's an interesting point to remember, because very often we especially light workers and healers and wherever, part of your lesson will be you've given and given and given, and then you'll wonder why you feel run ragged, and you'll wonder why you feel you've got nothing left for yourself, because you've given everything and nobody gave anything back to you. And it's like, you're not able to receive is what's going on there. You need to sort that balance out of being able to receive. Once you're able to receive, limitless abundance, limitless blessings, limitless happiness, joy, health and all the good things. Once you've taken the lid off that, because the only limits are the ones we've created, yeah. Once you've taken the lid off that and realised you can receive all of that and you are worthy to receive all of that, and it doesn't make you less spiritual or less anything because you've now become successful or abundant or whatever, the more you are actually able to receive. And that doesn't just mean in the form of material wealth, that can mean in radical compassion. And how you gain radical compassion is by going through hardships, is by going through conflict. So the more you're able to receive, the more you're able to give. And the more you're able to give, the more you're able to receive. And it's about having that perfect balance of the two. And it's come in to support that King of Wands energy, which is he's moving forward, creating a new world out of passion. Okay. And he can't move forward. That divine masculine element of ourselves cannot move forward into action, into activity that creates creative activity, without bearing in mind that principle of how open am I to giving and receiving. Because they're both, the giving and receiving are both the same thing, is what that lesson is as well. I feel it's like people might polarize that and say, well, it's an opposite thing, they're opposite to each other, and it's like, it's not a duality, it's a polarized opposite. It's actually the same thing, because the more of that, the more of that, and the more of that, the more of that, or the less, up to you. But I love that, and I feel like that's something that we're going to be integrating massively then in the future, that we're going to be bringing in and anchoring on the earth, is understanding that principle and allowing it to fuel us forward in everything we do. So it's limitless. We can create, what we can create is limitless. We can create limitless war, limitless strife, and limitless fear, or we can create limitless love, limitless healing, and limitless peace. Okay. Wow. It was quite different this time around, I have to say, and fingers crossed and touch wood, I haven't had no disturbances either from the first time. So I hope you've enjoyed my new cards and my little reading there. I'm going to round up with some beautiful oracle guidance for this fantastic new oracle set, which I'm really excited to share with you guys. It's the Avalonian Oracle. Okay. I've wanted an Avalonian set for so long, as anyone who knows me or knows anything about my path at all will understand that the teachings and the wisdom of Avalon are very, very precious to me and are the actual heart of my spiritual path. And so it's wonderful to have these. I'll be reviewing them over the next week or so. I've had them from a publisher to review. Now they are the kind of set which are more suited for personal development. Okay, they're quite deep in that sense. The whole system of how they work and that is quite deep. However, with it being 11/11 today, and I mean the Dragon's here, the Egyptian's here, I've got to bring Avalon in as well if I can. So let's see what wisdom from Avalon we've got coming in to support this reading today on the 11/11 portal. As we create a new earth, as we birth in that new earth. I can't get all that first card out. That to me says it all. Even just the image without any words just says it all of where we're at. Okay. Absolutely love it. Sorry for any minor disturbances. Let me just... Okay, we've got the Seer. Now, I don't know if you will be able to see it actually, because that's a very dark card. Okay, it's a very dark card. It's got a woman holding a sort of a cauldron up to her chest area and some smoke and sparks coming out, and she's looking down into it, okay? She looks like a fairly mature woman, I would say. Now, you can see the cauldron there at the bottom, maybe. Yeah, the Seer. So let's look at what the Seer's got to say for us. Seer Morgan reveals herself here in the form of a middle-aged woman, scrying into the cauldron she cradles in both hands. Spirals of energy emerge from its depths, curling around the vessel before merging with the darkness of the star-studded night sky. Looking on from her shoulder, a messenger raven is in attendance. I didn't even see the raven. Where is he? Oh yeah, there's a raven on her shoulder. It's such a dark card. Let me put the light on and see if that makes a difference. Okay. Says the presence of the seer is a sign that there is more going on below the surface than meets the eye, so be certain that you explore this situation from every angle. Trust your intuition, but use discernment. Be sure that your instincts are not being influenced by fear or clouded by shadow issues. Be sure that any underlying challenges are not self-generated. Limitations that we place on ourselves, yes. External circumstances are often a mirror of internal conditions. Explore the lessons learned from this reflection. Listen to your inner wisdom and choose the path that leads to the greatest growth rather than the quickest resolution. Allow a space for the universe to communicate to you. Developing a shared language can be careful, so keep watch for recurring symbols and synchronicities. Pay particular attention to the messages that come your way in this lunar cycle. A spiritual journey is an important ally on your journey to wholeness. Make a habit of writing down your insights. That's come up for the third time in this reading, writing things down. It's very important for somebody, okay? Something that we could all perhaps start doing a bit more of. And dreams. Writing down your insights and dreams, keeping a record of your relationship, is also helpful. With the Avalonian Oracle is really helpful, as patterns will begin to emerge over time. Right, it's got an affirmation with it, so I'm going to do the affirmations, my love, okay? You're taking a long, slow, deep breath. And breathe out. I see with clarity and open to the wisdom of the universe. I trust my intuition, building discernment and lifting the veil of illusion with each choice I make in right action. Each step I take along the path of sovereignty expands my perspective and improves the clearness of my vision. Okay, so that's really interesting. That's exactly what we're seeing here is we've got to build this new world. We've got to create this new world. We're in this portal, okay? We're just coming into a new moon energy as well. So let's bless this new moon energy. Let's look at what conflict is being shown to us, what conflict is within us. Are we being clouded by our own shadow? What parts of our shadow do we need to heal? What is that bringing up for reflection and healing? Because what we are healing, we're healing it out for the world at large as well, my loves, okay? So allowing your inner, becoming that seer, allowing that aspect of yourself, the seer, to actually properly see the truth of these situations, of where the conflict really lies, of where the blocks really are. Okay, and being brave and bold enough to be able to recognise them for what they are and let them go, okay? Instead of feeling sorry for ourselves as well, 5 of Pentacles, being stuck out in the cold, feeling shut out and wherever, I actually realise that's probably another self-imposed belief. That we are part of a loving and supportive world and universe, and that's the truth, my darlings. Okay, that is the absolute truth. Okay, beautiful. So let's just end with a goddess card. I hope you're going to enjoy this now. Got all goddess cards. There we are, straight away. What's that one? Let the light of your heart be your guide in life. Listen to what it is telling you. Gorgeous. Let the light of your heart be your guide in life. Listen to what it is telling you. So listening to your heart, listening to your intuition, perfectly backing up the message of the seer. Okay, because sometimes our mind can cloud us, sometimes our mind can play tricks on us. Our ego, of course, will always rise up and test us and play tricks on us. What is your heart telling you? Let's look at the area of emotions again. The heart, the Tower, the 5 of Pentacles. Yes, we have to walk away from what's not working. Yes, there's things crumbling, falling down, and structures that we thought would always be a part of humanity, being let go of. Yes, that feels like we're shut out, but we're actually not. But we're actually not. The heart. Come back to the eye there, which represents the eye of Ra. Is interesting if you look up what the eye of Ra really means. This is not actually Ra, who is the sun god, Egyptian sun god, of course. It's not his actual eye. His actual eye was actually the eye of his wife. The eye of Ra is the divine feminine. Look it up. It's absolutely fascinating. It's her. It's the feminine aspect of Ra. Is what the eye of Ra is. It's what looks out for, protects, oversees. Okay, always looking out for us. The eye of Ra is always looking out for us. The seer, the eye. Okay, knows this. This part of you that knows this, that sees the truth. It sees the truth. The divine feminine sees the truth, okay, of where you put blocks, where you put limitations, where you put doubt, where you put fear, where there doesn't need to be. Okay, like I said earlier on, a lot of us are receiving a lot of messages, downloads, etc. from Spirit at the minute, and upgrades in that way. And that can bring in fear, that can bring in doubt in that as well. Doesn't need to be there. Doesn't need to be there. All that needs to be there is the love. All that needs to be there is the love and the discernment, okay, and the compassion. And that is how we're birthing new world, new earth. 11:11, bringing in new earth with the dragon's protection there. Absolutely beautiful. Oh, I feel out of breath. I don't know about anyone else or why. I don't know why. I'm trying to just translate that, what the energy of that is. Okay. Just been asked to take another goddess card. You realise you can do whatever you want. Oh, you can do whatever you want. So what do we want? We want peace, we want healing, we want love, we want unity. Well, let's do that. And how do we do that? We can't change the world. We can't change the way other people are treating us. Okay, or what rage they're acting out of. But we can change what we are doing. We can do whatever we want. We can stay in peace. We can stay in unity. It doesn't mean we're spiritually bypassing. It doesn't mean we're ignoring or stuffing down those negative feelings. We're allowing them to come up. This reading's showing us that quite clearly. The Tower and the Five of Discs in our emotional area. We're allowing that to come up. We're allowing that to be looked at and to be healed. Okay? Because we can do whatever we want. And what do we want? When do we want it? Yeah. So, get the light in your heart. Be the guiding light in your life. Listen to what it is telling you. Okay, my darlings. And so it is. I'm going to bring this reading to a close. It's gone awfully dark. It was nice and bright and sunny in here when I started the reading earlier on, and then I had to do another one, so it's the way it goes. So apologise for how dark this has come out. It's that time of year where I got to get it in quick before the sun goes down. I hope you enjoyed the reading. Please give me a thumbs up. Please give me a share. Please give me a like. Share this on social media. Please leave an emoji or a couple of words. It means all the world to me to hear from you guys. Please don't give anybody any money who's pretending to be me and approaching you, because I do not approach people and ask them if they'd like tarot readings. People approach me, and you can get in touch with me via the email link I will provide below, and I can arrange with you a personal reading that way. Okay, my loves? So hopefully I'll be back soon, and there won't be any hindrances to me bringing out these videos regularly from now on. So until the next one, all the love, all the light, happy 11/11, happy new moon, and I shall speak to you soon.